Have you ever looked at a dog sleeping on a rug and felt a sudden, profound wave of jealousy? Think about it. That dog isn't stressing about his 5-year plan. He isn't lying awake at 3 a.m. wondering if a casual comment he made to a coworker 3 years ago sounded stupid. He doesn't know what a recession is. He doesn't know his own age, and he has absolutely no concept of his own mortality. He is completely, beautifully locked in the present moment. Then you look in the mirror, and there you are. A human being, saddled with this massive, firing, hyper-analytical organ called the conscious mind. For thousands of years, we've been told that our consciousness is humanity's crowning achievement, the ultimate blessing that separates us from the rest of the animal kingdom. It's what allowed us to map the stars, compose symphonies, build civilizations, and ask the question, why? But if you've lived even a little bit of life, you know that this exact same mind can feel like an absolute prison. It makes you wonder, is our consciousness a beautiful blessing? Or is it the ultimate cosmic curse? Let's look at the dark side first. The unique tragedy of human consciousness is that it frees us from the present tense. We are the only creatures on Earth capable of mental time travel, but that freedom comes at a massive psychological price. When we travel to the past, consciousness gives us the ability to feel regret. Animals feel pain, but they don't feel the slow, burning agony of, I should have done things differently. We can replay our worst moments on a loop, torturing ourselves with scenarios that no longer exist. And when we travel to the future, consciousness gives us anxiety. Anxiety is essentially the imagination weaponized against itself. It's the ability to map out 100 different terrible outcomes for a situation that hasn't even happened yet. A deer runs when it sees a mountain lion. It experiences fear in the moment of danger. But a human being can sit in a perfectly safe, warm room and experience the exact same physiological panic response just by thinking about a potential threat tomorrow. And then, of course, there's the heavyweight champion of human existential dread, the awareness of our own end. Every single one of us carries the conscious knowledge that our time here is finite. We are aware of the clock ticking. It's a heavy burden to carry to love life, to build connections, to feel joy, all while knowing that the curtain eventually falls. No other creature has to look down the barrel of its own mortality every day. From this angle, consciousness looks like a cruel joke. We were pulled out of the peaceful, instinct-driven dark of the animal world just to be made aware of our own fragility. But then, you have to look at the flip side. Because if consciousness is a storm, it's also the only reason we can appreciate the sunrise. Without consciousness, the universe is just a massive, silent machine running on cold physics. Planets collide, stars burn out, and chemical reactions happen, but there's no one there to notice. Consciousness is the universe waking up. Through us, the universe gets to look back at itself and say, wow, look at that. Think about what consciousness actually gives us. It gives us agency. An animal is largely a slave to its programming. A hungry wolf must hunt. A frightened bird must fly away. But because you are conscious, you can feel an impulse and choose to say no. You can feel angry and choose to be kind. You can face a terrible situation and decide to find meaning in it. Consciousness transforms us from passive characters in a story into the authors of our own lives. And because we can perceive the past and the future, we don't just survive, we transcend. We remember the people who came before us, keeping them alive through stories. We build legacies for the people who will come after us. Because we know our time is short, our moments of joy aren't just pleasant, they become deeply precious. A sunset is beautiful to us precisely because it doesn't last forever. Our awareness of mortality is the very thing that injects urgency, beauty, and profound value into our lives. A dog might feel comfort, but a human can feel awe. We can look at a piece of art, listen to a song, or look into someone's eyes and feel something so deep it defies language. That is the premium package of existence. That is the blessing. So, where does that leave us? Is it a curse or a blessing? The truth is, it's both. They are two sides of the exact same coin. Consciousness is a double-edged sword, and it cuts deep in both directions. The very same mind that allows you to feel deep, soul-crushing grief is the exact same mind that allows you to experience profound, unconditional love. You cannot have one without the other. The capacity for deep suffering is the price of admission for deep joy. Maybe the real trick isn't trying to figure out which one it is. Maybe the trick is realizing that consciousness gives us the unique ability to choose how we use it. Yes, your mind can be a prison of anxiety and regret if you leave it on autopilot, but it can also be a tool for incredible creativity, gratitude, and connection if you take the wheel. The next time your mind starts spinning, and the weight of being a thinking, feeling human feels like a bit too much to carry, take a breath. Remind yourself that you are experiencing the rarest phenomenon in the known universe. You are awake, you are aware, and while that might be terrifying sometimes, it's also an absolute miracle. Enjoy the ride, even the heavy parts, because it's the only one we get.